Well, my LUTV news experience was something beyond special. It was just something that I didn't think I would ever really get involved with, and it holds a pretty deep place in my heart, just the camaraderie that we've had down here and just how I've been able to grow from someone who didn't really know much about the news or broadcasting, let alone editing, to be able to jump in and just kind of be able to go full force into it and be where I'm at now is just, it's amazing.
So what led you to the sport of golf? Like, how did you fall in love with it?
To be honest, it was just something that my grandpa got me involved with. Derek had me come down to do an interview since I was on the golf team as well, and it has always been something that I've enjoyed doing, is having people talk to me because I can share my story. I like when people ask me about it instead of hearing things from other sources. So it was really special to come down here, and then just watching the whole process come together was something that really got my gears turning, and you kind of see a light bulb go off in my head.
Well, thank you for joining us, Carson.
Thank you for having me. So when I first started out, I was like, I'll just behind the camera. I started out on doing Blackstorm, and I really enjoyed that. And I was like, okay, I can see myself working behind scenes. I really enjoyed that. Like in high school, I kind of did that a little bit too, just was always behind the scenes, never so much in front of the camera. And then I started doing more packages, and it was the ongoing joke that I didn't have enough stand-ups because I just never saw myself as being in front of the camera so much. But then as it the semester started going a little more, I realized like this is really exciting, this is fun, and then I forced myself to get into a bunch of different positions like the directing, which is something that I never would have imagined myself being, but I realized there's so many opportunity with knowing different positions. And then just to be able to be in control was really cool. And then jumping in front of the camera to be an anchor I never thought I was going to be up there.
Coming up next on LUTV Sports, the guard for Lamar men's basketball reflects on how he made it this far. We will be back after the break.
It was a lot of fun. Like I said, I didn't think I was going to be in front of a camera, getting to do all that stuff, but doing all the behind the scenes and getting to stack the stories and kind of write my own intro and outro to all that stuff made it a lot easier, because it was like I was telling the stories that other people were putting together. And it opened so many other doors too, especially in the athletic department, just getting to meet all these different people. And there's just so much more to it than I thought there was. I thought, you just got up there and you read a script, but no, you got to learn to know these people, hear their stories, hear, where they started to where they're at now. And just to be able to, like I said, be able to write my own intro, outros, all that was just really cool.
Being a college athlete isn't always field goals and touchdowns. Sometimes it's more under a jersey than we can see.
It's something that you don't expect yourself to do. It's you're so comfortable in your own little bubble that being a multimedia journalist and these different experiences, you really are pushing yourself, pushing your limits, getting out of your comfort zone.
Lamar women's tennis moves their championship match, although their performance was not enough to claim the championship title.
I would have to say I did an interview with a lady from Kenosha just about all the different protests that were going on. And I think that was such a special interview to be able to do so timely to everything happening up there. So it really was just able to be such raw emotion that I think it really hit people a little more than something out in the community that may have happened a few weeks ago that you put a package together. But then even just the march that I covered on campus here was something that I was just able to jump right into. I mean, I was in heels and running around campus, so it was just something that was really cool to be able to just dive right into. It brought a lot of raw emotion that I think moved people a little more than just something simple.
Hands up, don't shoot! Hands up, don't shoot!
The class itself are people that I think will be family, friends for the longest time to come, just because we're with each other so long. And then, I mean, Thursday nights are voluntary, but we're all down here anyways Thursday nights, and we just have all created a bond and camaraderie. I mean, Dominique and Clinton are probably one of my two closest friends now, and I would have never expected these people to be as close to me as they are now. So it's just something that's really special.
Welcome to LUTV News. I'm Hannah Spikes.
And I'm Dominique Lay.
These people, we all want, not the same thing, but we all want to be the best that we can, and we all want to go somewhere in this industry, whether it's through sports or through weather and politics, some spot that we all are pushing each other one way or another. We're really pushing each other's buttons, try to make sure we can help each other reach the top to our potential, fullest of our potential, and I think that's awesome. I think I spend more time here than I do in my own apartment, so it's great. I enjoy being around these people. There's just everyone brings something different to the table, and we're all just unique individuals. So it's amazing how people you never thought you could be close to can some way, shape, and form bond. And I mean, I think our group down here, firsthand, you can see that. And if anyone from the outside were to look in, they'd be like, I think you keep saying all the time, a dysfunctional family, and that's definitely what it is. LUTV News means to me that it's home. It's where I got my start, and it's something that I will always fall back on and remember, just because of the fact that these are the people who pushed me to be the best, and they never, candy-coated or sugar-coated anything, and they were the people who took me in for who I was, helped push me, and got me out of that bubble. And I just think the camaraderie and the friendships and the relationships I have with everyone are something that's going to continue, and I'll always be able to fall back on these people, I believe. I would definitely have to say don't be scared, because I know I had gotten offers to come down previously, and it was intimidating, but it's something that everyone's there to help you. They want you to be your best, and there's so many opportunities, from being behind the scenes to being on camera to doing extra different shooting opportunities after class, so there's definitely room for you, and they want you down here.
That is it for LUTV Sports. I'm Carson Racich.
I just think anyone that's wanting to be in the communication department, let alone broadcasting, really needs to come out here and just check it out, because it's going to be one of the best opportunities you ever do. Let alone from a club organization on campus, LUTV News is the place to be.